Welcome back. Today we're making a Bunny Lollipop Holder in Cricut Design Space using what is free. If you are unsure what we've done up until now, check out the previous two videos. Today we've got a lot of fiddling with Design Space to get things to happen. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to resize my rectangle. Now my lollipop is 2.5 centimeter diameter, so I'm going to go with 3 centimeters. So then I'm going to make a rectangle 3 centimeters wide. I'm just going to make it quite long because what I want to do is I want to make sure that my rectangle, actually I'm going to pop that down the bottom here. So now I want to make sure from this line, this 10 line here, I'm going to pop it at the back so you can see. I want to make sure there's 2.5 centimeters from the back of that line until the next bunny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my line function now. I'm going to use my rectangle and I'm going to go shift to the bunny head and I'm going to go more align left and then I'm going to go more align center horizontally. And eventually I'm going to add that into the united section of this bunny. However, I want to also flip my bunny to be the back half of the bunny. So I'm going to go right click and duplicate, or you can go Control D. Now, I don't need the drawings. I also don't need the eyes. So I'm going to go to my bunny, all the way down to my bunny, and go to the contour. And I'm also going to turn these eyes light grey. So the only shape that I'm cutting is the bunny's head. Now, enter. Now, just off to the top right-hand side, there is a little X. Now, next I'm going to add another free shape. I'm going to add an equal sign. And I'm going to make that, I'm going to use my arrow to close that window. I'm going to go to the More tab again. I'm going to make that 0.8 centimeters in height, but I'm going to unlock those dimensions and make it 2 centimeters wide. That will hopefully give me enough room to get the stick through the gap. Next, I am going to align that into the center underneath those where those heart cutouts are and eventually add that to the exclude. So I'm going to go more align center horizontally. And now I am going to drag and drop this into the exclude section. So now I've added that to exclude as well. Now next I am going to go to the more and I'm going to flip vertically because I want this to be the back. Now I'm going to line this. Now what I need is 2.5 centimeters down. So I'm going to add another shape. I'm using my guideline for this as well. Use the arrow to close off. More. I want this to be 2.5 centimeters. And I'm going to go a more position 10. Okay, and now I'll slide that across. So now I want this to be more position, and it needs to be 12.5. And now I can slide across. So now I want to go to more, I've selected the 2, and I'm going to go more align right. And now you can see I've got my distance correct over there. So from here, I'm going to isolate my 3 layers, my 3 main layers, my bunny head, my bunny face, and my rectangle. And I am going to go combined and unite. Now they're my base layers, so I need to send them to the back. Now I need to make sure my exclusions are all in the right spot. So I need to find my 2 united layers. So let's detach a lot of things to simplify this project. So what I like about the unite and exclude features is that we've got that ability to undo. It can also make a very messy project. So let's try and simplify it as much as we can. So now we've got all of our basic layers. So this is the drawing. So now we've got our equal sign, a heart, a heart, a heart, and a heart, and our bunny. So we're going to go combined and exclude. And we're going to bring our bunny drawing on the front, and we're going to attach those two layers together. So now when we drop down, we've got a much simpler project ready to go. Now I could just cut this as is and it would be the perfect project. However, there is one more little detail I would like to add. So I'm going to take my united layer and I'm going to duplicate. And then I'm going to undo the unite. Now what I want is I want this little rectangle drawn. So not drawn, scored. So I'm going to take my two bunny head layers and I'm going to combine these and weld. This is why I'm doing this on a copy. I'm taking my weld result, I'm taking my rectangle and I'm going to slice. The only piece I want is that one there, but I'm going to delete the little bit of extras. Now I'm going to, for alignment purposes and visual purposes, change the color and attach. Now I'm going to make sure that I am down at the bottom somewhere so I can clearly align. So I'm going to select the two layers, go more, I'm going to align left, more, align top. I'm going to detach, remove my purple bunny, change my purple bunny piece now to score. If you are using a Cricut Joy, you will need to use the foil tool for this. And I'm going to drag and drop it into the attached. So now I have a little bit of a score layer added as well. From here, I'm going to press make, and I'm going to make this one on my Cricut Maker. However, you can easily make this on the Cricut Joy as long as you have changed your score to the foil tool. And then it's going to have my project. I could make from here, I can make a couple of copies if I wish to. I believe I have enough material for that, so let's go with those. Now I'm going to press continue while my machine is turned on. And I'm going to select medium cardstock. I also am not using the scoring wheel. I'm going to use the scoring stylus. So I just need to go and edit my tools and change that. And then I will jump across to my other camera. So I've got my mat and my material, and I'm going to flip it up to the centimetre side. I'm going to remove my cover from my mat carefully. Make sure my mat is clean. Apply my material to the mat carefully, and I will brayer this batch down. Okay, so I am going to load my mat in. But before I do, I've remembered it's asked for my scoring stylus first. So this is my scoring stylus. So I'm going to use my finger to prop up clamp A as I push down until it clicks. And then I'm going to close my clamp. So now I'm going to find my mat. I'm going to put equal pressure on it while it's under the clips. And then press the double arrow button. And we're just going to quickly whiz through this part here. I will need to change that score tool to a pen in the process, and it will cut afterwards. Now, Design Space is asking me to unload, so I'm going to put my unload button. Here's my project, and I just need to press my done button before I power off my machine. Now, this is the project. This is the test project that we are making, and I will put it all together in the next video. So stay tuned, and in the meantime, check out the video on your screen. Happy crafting!